Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the Shut Up Get Up podcast. I'm your host, Mike Boldoon, and thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about negativity. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mike, it is the holiday season. It's supposed to be joyous and happy and positive, and it's a wonderful time of year, and we must bask in the glory of this fine feeling of being joyful and positive and happy, and I get it. But the truth of the matter is sometimes it is important to have a little negativity. It's almost become sort of a part of our culture, right? Every day somebody's saying something like, don't be negative, or I don't believe in negativity, or stop being negative, or they're really negative, or whatever it is. We throw around this negativity term like it's just so bad. And in some respects, it is. But to be honest with you, negativity is kind of important to us, right? So that's why I always laugh when I meet people like, I'm just so positive all the time. Life is so great. I'm positive. I've got a smile on my face that I'm just hiding right now because I'm just wrapped up in positivity, and I don't let a negative emotion get to me, and I don't let a negative emotion get into my mind. When I look at them, I think, oh my God, like that is probably worse than being negative, because the truth is, when you don't have any negativity in your life, then you're cutting yourself off from the human existence. Like if nothing bad is happening, if you don't have a bad thought or a bad idea or something, you're completely cutting yourself off from the human experience. Because the thing of it is, when you have something, when you're having a bad day and you're like, or just a bad moment, you realize, man, I just hate my job. Simultaneously, you're saying, I want a new job. When you're saying, I hate being broke, I hate not having money, you're saying, I want more money. I want more stuff. And I don't like this relationship and I don't like what's going on here. You're simultaneously saying, I want a better relationship. I want a better situation. So there is something to be gained in negativity. Also, believe it or not, being positive all the time can actually be toxic. And I know what you're thinking. What do you mean, Mike? How could this possibly be toxic? But if you're always forcing yourself to just look at look at the bright side of everything, be very optimistic about everything, be positive about it, you're ignoring all these thoughts and feelings that might be happening on a deeper level for you. You're ignoring what's going on around you all the time. You're not taking in, you're not analyzing a situation. You're not looking at your life and figuring out, well, maybe this isn't happy. Maybe I should be moving in another way. So again, positivity will always be a good way to go, but it can't be the only way to go. You need a little negativity. Again, I don't want this, or I'm upset about this, sets off another vibration that says, I want this. So it's okay to be a little negative. Okay? It's okay to be a little negative. Interestingly enough, human beings are actually more hardwired to be negative than positive. There's actually something called negativity bias, which basically means, depending on a situation, we'll usually remember a negative event from it. So let's just say you were driving along and you see this beautiful scenery and everything's wonderful in front of you, but then there's a massive car wreck. You're more likely to remember everything about that car wreck than you are about what you saw, the positive of this beautiful scenery. And I can attest to this. My wife and I, one time, we took the kids up to the Lake District in England. And, it's kind of wild up there. There's these mountains and kind of narrow roads. And we missed a road on the way home. So I let the GPS reroute me. Well, the problem is it took me over this mountaintop. And when you get up there, I'm talking 1-lane road. I'm talking about walls where only one car fits through, which means if another car is coming, you guys got to figure out who's going to back up out of there to get out of there. I still remember that more vividly than I actually do driving through up there in the hills, seeing this incredible landscape that was below me. So again, human beings, we are actually hardwired for negativity, but it also just goes back to our DNA. I mean, we had to survive. So we always had to look on, the dangers. We didn't just walk out of caves like whistling a tune of today's going to be a great day. We slowly put our heads out. Hopefully nothing took it off. We didn't wake up in the morning going, hey, today's a great day. Let's go to my fridge and get a meal. We were wondering where that next meal is going to come from. So negativity is actually hardwired into our beings. I guess you can kind of say in some way, like a gut feeling could be a negative feeling, right? I have a gut feeling about this. So instead of being overly optimistic, like, oh, this will be great, I'll just jump in this car with this stranger and I'll just go somewhere. That gut feeling could be more telling, like, a negative emotion, like, no, I think I'm going to push the brakes on this and not do that. So these negative emotions do serve us. Negativity in this case serves us. It's a survival mechanism. Where the challenge arises in, it's okay to be a little negative, but you cannot exist and live in negativity. Okay? Follow me here. It's okay to be a little negative. Guys, I hate what's going on right now. This is so frustrating. We're never going to get this situation fixed. Nothing's going to go done. And, hey, Bob, stop being so negative back there. Okay. That is a situation where you're just having a moment, right? That is a situation where you're having a moment. It's okay to be a little negative. But if you're constantly every day, the same thing. Oh, I'm never going to do this. This isn't going to work. My relationship's just terrible. I don't have any money. I can't get this going. And every day that's your thing. That's your spiel. Well, now you're existing in negativity, and that's bad. That's just bad. And that is a challenge. That is a problem, because it's one thing to be negative and say, you know what? I hate this. And then start making changes to what you really want. It's another thing to just constantly be complaining about something and doing nothing about it. I'm the kind of person that you can come to and you can complain to once. You can come to me and you can use me for your moment to, just be upset or mad about something. I hate what's going on here. I hate this, blah, 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 blah. Fine. It's cool. I'll probably sit there. I can only take it so long before I feel like I'm being beaten over the head, but it's okay. You got that one time. And if we're working together, or just even if we're not even working together, even if you're just like, you're a friend of mine, just can't do it, I might try to, hear you out, but I might offer, some advice or, help you sort of redefine it or, see it from a different perspective, might help you out. But I guess what I'm saying is you get once. You come to me again with the same problem tomorrow or the same situation, I'm going to basically tell you to get out of my face, because at this point I'm over it. Because I'm okay for you to have a negative moment. I'm not okay for you now to be existing and living in it. Okay. So again, you can be negative about something. I hate the fact that I have no money, which is now sort of on the flip side, you're basically saying, I want more money, but then you got to start making a move towards it. But if every day you're just complaining, I have no money, I'm upset, blah, blah, blah. Well, now it is a problem. And now you're existing in negativity. So again, there's nothing wrong with being a little negative from time to time, because again, conversely, it tells us what I want. You just can't live in it. Get up.